From the moment I understood the weakness of my flesh, it disgusted me. I craved the strength and certainty of steel. I aspired to the purity of the blessed machine. Your kind cling to your flesh, as if it will not decay and fail you. One day the crude biomass that you call the temple will wither, and you will beg my kind to save you. But I am already saved. For the machine is immortal. Even in death, I serve the Omnisire.
Hello and welcome to a new series. Now that Warhammer 2 Mechanicus is getting really close, or closer at least, I thought it's time for me to play this game. It's been in my Steam library for a very long time, but I've never gotten around to play it, and I'm a huge fan of turn-based strategy, as is probably fairly apparent at this point. Yeah, so I think we're gonna go right into this. I'll just play on the standard difficulty here. I don't have any experience at all with this game. So let's go. The 41st millennium, a time of darkness and war. The Imperium of Man claims the whole galaxy in the name of the God Emperor. It fights an endless war against Xenos from without, heretics from within, and supernatural horrors from beyond. Alongside the Imperium's war fleet serve the Adeptus Mechanicus. They are the high-tech priests of Mars, guardians and reclaimers of humanity's technology, ever searching for remnants of knowledge from man's glorious past, exploring the depths of the galaxy for worlds long lost to mankind. In the name of their machine god, they manufacture the imperial war machines within gigantic foundries known as Forge Worlds. Gradually, the tech priests of the Adeptus Mechanicus shed their human weaknesses, replacing their limbs and organs with machinery that is both stronger and spiritually pure. Their leaders, the inscrutable Magi, protect the Forge Worlds and explore the furthest corners of the galaxy with their cohorts of Skitari troops. It is a time of warfare, tragedy, and portents of doom. Across this benighted galaxy, the Adeptus Mechanicus are one of mankind's last defenses against a new dark age. Or perhaps they will be the ones who hasten its dawn. Reditus. An echo in the new sphere, Megos. An old transmission lost in the warp and recovered only now. Faustinius. Is it worthy of our attention? The Great Divide torments the galaxy. The resources of the Adeptus Mechanicus are stretched thin. We are weaker than ever, though the Imperium at large knows it not. This represents an unknown but possible key to victory. An opportunity to research, perhaps avert the ill fate that has befallen us. The transmission's origin is Silva Tenebris, part of the Amissus Solaris within Ultima Segmentum. Search the rolls, Reditus. Gather them. 4 months later. Reshak. Whoever finds this transmission and follows me here, give thanks that you will see what I have seen. But be wary, my fellow seekers of knowledge. Whatever lies beneath this world, I fear, I hope, I have woken it. I come to this world to investigate its ruins, but I found so much more. Terrors, yes. Threats to body and soul. But the Omnissiah, I found such wonders. This is the last transmission of Magos Reshak. He vanished while on an exploration mission to investigate Xenos structures on Silva Tenebris. Hypothesis: he found something. Our mission on this world is to ascertain any Xenos presence and, if we find it, eliminate it as a threat to the Imperium. The opening of the Great Divide means we can call on no additional support from the Forge Worlds. We must achieve this with the troops and resources we bring with us. Benefit analysis. Peace for sector, knowledge for mankind, potential opportunity. An opportunity to destroy the works of the Xenos, Sceviola, not appropriate them. Themisian Manuscripts, verse 619. What the enemy built, let it be made asunder. For it is us, it will be as a house of sand and knives. For to us, it will be as a house of sand and knives. Magi, we are approaching the target coordinates. Location: Eastern Fringe, planet Silva Tenebris. Okay, I really like the music in this game so far. Kefra. There she is. Temperate climate, atmosphere standard, breathable. My Skitari troops should be able to operate down there without trouble. Are they ready to make landfall? As soon as we're in stable orbit, Magos. Administratum records indicate a single colony. St. Eckard's Hope on the surface near the Xeno ruins. No contact recorded in 2 centuries. Colony presumed failed. The Skitari will deploy to the surface near the ruins, along with a team of tech priests under my direct command. I shall monitor them from the command throne on board. Servo Skull Reditus will serve as my eyes on the surface. We will make landfall at once. Yes, Magos, I'll set up a forward command post. Reshak's transmission looked like it came from underground. We'll secure any entrances to an underground structure so your high-tech priests can begin the exploration. Agroleth. Sector located. Agro-Lek sector located. This tomb reeks of stale, dusty antiquity. Its once stern architecture is littered with debris and tarnished with the patina of age. I don't even know what patina is. Here and there, fissures in the structure cast feeble light over cracked and tarnished metal. The tomb was once brutalist and oppressive, as if designed to crush the spirits of its inhabitants. It is no less intimidating now, but instead of evoking a merciless guiding intelligence, it speaks only of decline and of death. This place seems abandoned at first glance, but as the exploratory troops move through its hushed corridors, the ancient dust stirs, and something long dead begins to take on a facsimile of life. Going by our fragmentary information, it looks like a buried tomb structure. Then the sword of the Omnissiah is ready to fall. We deploy immediately. Let the secrets of this world equal 0. Scaviola is kind of funny. I counsel caution, Magos Faustinius. Our purpose should be here to destroy the threat of the alien, not to bask in its blasphemy. Aphorisms of the Logic Saints 791. In the presence of the Xenos lies the invisible miasma of corruption. Destruction is not possible from orbit, Videx. The structure is too deeply buried, and Scaviola, I have no intention of plundering whatever trinkets I can find from this place. Don't you, though? Are you sure? The exploratory unit of tech priests is inside the tomb and ready to proceed, Megos. There's no telling what we'll find. My men will hold the perimeter in case of the unexpected. It would be folly to commit our whole manpower to the unknown, especially when the potential of a mortal threat exists that the Skitarii are less able to withstand. I have the greatest respect for my Skitarii, but they are still far from the ascension that a tech priest affords. I agree. Subdomina, I shall lead the mission in person from the command throne. Servoskull Reditus shall be my eyes and ears on the ground. Omnissiah be praised. We're going in. The Adeptus Mechanicus are a curious breed. They explore and interact with machines they do not fully understand. Within this tutorial, you'll have to explore the interface to discover what to do. Like a true tech priest, you must experiment in order to learn. We'll help you out this one time. Left mouse button, also known as LMB, click on the adjacent rooms to move. Okay, validate. Okay. So we have canticles. We need to explore the Xeno tomb. We have Blackstone. We have a menu. Initiative advantage. I don't know what this means at all, honestly. We have Apprentice Jeremiah and Magos Manarius and 4 servitors with us. I can move the map around. It looks kinda big, actually. It looks kinda big. These look like enemy rooms, and there's only one direction that we can really go in here. Okay, let's move to the next room then. These Xeno hieroglyphs, I know of them. They are my undoers. Necrons. Mysterious. Re-researched. Corruptive. This could be a rare sample of the Necron language, Megos. We have barely any knowledge of it. Collecting data from this obelisk could move our understanding of the language ahead for the first time in centuries. This is a work of the alien, Megos. Codex Fulminatus 8312. Show caution and scorn in all things. Sometimes tech priests will feed back important information about what they encounter in a room. These situations will require you, our commander, to make decisions. There will be consequences, so choose wisely. Okay. So either ahead is an obelisk-like objective covered in what can only be described in hieroglyphic symbols. It almost reaches the tall ceiling of the chamber. So we can either scourge, destroy the obelisk, it's a monument to the alien and must fall. Scrutinize, examine the inscriptions on the obelisk. Or secure. Check the surrounding chambers for potential dangers. I mean, we just entered here, so I think we're gonna scrutinize and be curious. We're detecting a massive energy spike from inside the tomb. Something is happening in there. Something huge. Noctilith source detected, also known as Blackstone. Request collection immediate. As one of the tech priests kneels to get a closer look at the obelisk, it seems to react to the cohort's presence. The obelisk splits open and a powerful, painful wave of exotic energy spills out. Inside are clustered formations of a rare-looking material. We get 150 Blackstone. I don't know what that is. Okay, so we can move back and forth here. I don't know if there's any consequence to that. But let's keep moving. Doesn't look like there was anything at all in this room, so we're gonna go into the first room that looks like it has enemies in it. Necrons. Reshak did encounter them after all. No wonder he didn't make it off this planet. Every datum we have says they're as deadly as they are inhuman. The cohort encounters resistance in the form of xenoconstructs. Not flesh and blood creatures, but artificial bodies that move with precision and coordination. Follow the established, consistency, crusade, or caution. Follow the established combat engagement protocols. It shall be done by the book. Crusade. The aggressive stance of the tech priest ensures they will not be outmaneuvered, but risks their running headlong into fire of the enemy. Or caution. Exercise extreme caution. Do not charge in too heedlessly, lest the trickery of the alien be our downfall. Let's do it by the book. Combat will be joined according to the long-established tenets of the Adeptus Mechanicus, for good or ill. I don't know if that changes, like, the deploy section or whatever. Xenoform detected. Confirmed. Redditus cogitators now function for synthetic forms. Overwhelming excitement. Finally, we can study this Standard construct Necron warrior. Weak spots detected, none. Concerning. I wonder about the symbols emblazoned on their torsos. It must. Do not underestimate Gauss weaponry. Highly volatile. This is true. I've heard our brothers and sisters of the Mechanicus have lost their lives trying to solve the mysteries of these Xenos weapons. Approach with caution. It's also double-checking cogitators. Widely known that they will self-repair, reanimate, or reconstruct themselves if left the time to do so. Wounds that would instantly kill the Skitari are the equivalent to a Class C grace to Necrons. Okay. At the start of every fight, you must decide on the location of your units on the field of battle. You can only place units on the highlighted squares. Click on a square to place a unit. Okay, I can move with WASD, that's good. That looks like cover, that looks like something. So there's only 2 of them here. I don't know if this is cover. Kind of pressing X for doubt on that. Cognition point, Omniscient Axe. Single target melee attack triggers an opportunity attack. Crit 10%, range 1.5 meter. This guy also has a Phosphorus Serpenta. And this guy has a Macro Stubber. .8-meter range, 10% crit. Reveal an enemy statistic. That's pretty... They both have that. Okay. I don't know what we're really doing here, but let's start the battle with this. I don't think that's cover, actually. Yeah, no. That's definitely not cover. That's unfortunate. To move a unit, left mouse button, click within the blue outline surrounding your unit, then you can confirm the movement. To decline the movement, simply right mouse button, click anywhere. I can also rotate this, yeah? Let's go there. You've just moved your tech priest to a source of cognition points, CP. CP represent the valuable information the tech priests are harvesting. Oh, okay, wait. Now you... Can I go back, please? Oh. There are several ways to collect CP. The fastest way is moving your tech priest close to the source of CP. There are many other ways to collect CP, so look around to find out what they are. Cognition points are stored at the bottom of the screen in the CP gauge. CP are a shared team resource, so plan ahead. This is your servo skull, the skull of a faithful servant of the O Messiah, augmented to be a useful companion. Every tech priest has their own servo skull. Okay. Yes. Can we reveal stats on this guy? Can I do anything to this? I don't think so. We'll just reveal stats here and see what that does. Okay, you've revealed the stats of this enemy. Knowing your enemy's stats will greatly increase your chance of success. Servo skulls reveal HP, physical armor, and energy armor statistics. You can decide what weapon types, physical or energy, works against this target. Okay. You've selected a weapon that's not in range of any target. Look for the weapon's icon appear on your desired target or check the range of the weapon. Okay, so it has a range of there. Okay, and I think we end turn, and then it's this guy. Yes, we'll go here. You've gathered enough cognition points CP to be able to use a CP powered weapon. Some weapons like the Phosphor Serpenta require CP to use. Look to the right hand side of each action to learn the CP cost of that action. Oh, okay, so the Phosphor Serpenta has the gear icon on the top right. So single target ranged attack, reveal target statistics, and does a bunch of damage. Oh, I can collect cognition from a range as well. I'm assuming this guy has... okay. It's not the same, then. I think we can do this, right? Why not? It has range 15 meters. Okay. Is it not in line of sight? Is that it? Did we hit? Yeah, we did. Killing Necrons isn't simple. Necrons are made of a self-repairing metal that is able to knit together dismembered limbs and gaping wounds. We call this the reanimation protocol. When a Necron is in their reanimation protocol, they are unable to fight, but they will return to fighting condition soon. Dealing any amount of damage to a Necron in this protocol state will destroy them indefinitely. Okay. So this guy is incapacitated now, right? I think I'm just gonna stay behind cover. Oh, okay, so we gain... You'll be able to call in other members of the cohort as the battle goes on. This will happen at the start of every round. You'll need cognition points to deploy troops. Okay. So I can call in a servitor here, for example. Or two, if I really wanted to. In Mechanicus, there are two types of units to control. Tech Priests, the 2 units you've already commanded, or troops, such as the one which you've just deployed onto the battlefield. Troops are your servants and cannon fodder. They don't have access to many weapons and skills as Tech Priests. However, they're useful and should not be overlooked. You've used all possible actions for this round, and there's nothing more it can do this round. Press the end turn button at the bottom right of the action bar. Yeah. We already figured that out. When an enemy moves out of melee range, providing your unit has a melee weapon, the enemy will trigger an opportunity attack. An opportunity attack gives your unit a free melee attack on an enemy. Each unit can only perform one opportunity attack per round. Yeah, but I mean, you kind of died because of reasons. Okay, so when they're all knocked down, it's the same as winning the round. Okay. All Xeno life forms purged. Big. Your cohort's HP amount carries over from each fight within a mission. Keep this in mind when exploring a tomb and look out for opportunities to repair. Okay. Yeah, I mean, sure. We kind of got hit immediately. Let's keep moving forward here. I guess that's not really anything, so let's keep moving. Hypothesis formulation. Sarcophagi, coffins, burial places. Structural purpose designation, tomb. In the chambers ahead are several groups of structures, like upright coffins of an unknown material. Okay, so we can either ignore, do not tarry to observe the works of the alien, press on and avoid any distractions. You can ignite it, make sure you destroy any structure that looks suspicious. It is worth pausing in your advance to do harm to the Xenos abominations. Or intrigue. Ensure you observe your surroundings carefully. Detailed pictographs and readings may be a key to success. I think we should observe these surroundings, really. Okay, they're waking up. The cohort examines the sarcophagi and note that each indeed contains a Necron war form within its heavily armed exterior. They're drawing power from somewhere. So we get a little bit of Blackstone, and we get some cognition points. But I think this is a fight now. Or not. So where do the cognition points go? Do they carry over as well? I mean, that's kind of interesting. That's kind of interesting. After exploring the chamber for several minutes, a tile underfoot clicks. The sound of whirring energy builds up around your troops. A quick omnispec scan reveals you're surrounded on all sides by Xeno life forms. Okay, this is gonna be spicy then. So we have a lot of that. I don't know if I call this surrounded though. Oh, I can deploy these already. Question is if we can do something about this. I don't know what range they have. I don't know what range they can definitely shoot if we go closer, right? Question is if we can double smack them or not. Let's go slightly back and see. Yeah, I don't care really about that. Okay, you can't really back up. That's kind of unfortunate. Is that cover or what is that? I don't think so. It doesn't look like cover to me. I don't know if cover actually works in this game at all. Something with line of sight, right? Let's see if we can move a bit further back. Oh, I can hold space to kind of see what's going on at a glance. Oh, yeah, you had range. That's unfortunate. When servitors are hitting combat, tech priests take an interest, quickly noting down damage angles, projectile speeds, and other useful information, combat information to be used later against their enemies. This is represented by gaining a CP. Servitors are a very useful unit in all your missions. That's very unfortunate. Actually. This is extremely unfortunate. These two are probably gonna die, right? But I think we have to kinda go for it. This guy can probably move back, actually. Okay. I don't know if we'll be able to shoot anything. I don't think we'll have range on that. Let's reveal the stats. Okay, they have kind of big health. It's out of range. That's unfortunate. Can maybe kill this. No. That's good. Okay. I don't like that. What are those? Opportunity equals knowledge. Gather. Must obtain. Required. Scarabs detected. Source data surfacing. No lifeforms detected. Area safe. Continue forward. Creditus. Verify your cogitators, then tell me what surfaced from Magos Reshak's cogitators. Scarabs of an unknown Xeno race. Synthetic. Possible artificial intelligence. Once specimens gathered, AI theory equals false. Weeks of study show that there are many varieties, or no, weeks of study show there are many variants of Scarab, each with their own role within the Xeno economy and architecture. Able to build and deconstruct anything they encounter, they're able to repair other units within their species with lightning speed. Be warned, they're deadly in large swarms. It appears the machine spirit is with us. We've been able to access more of Rishak's data that we thought was corrupt. It must be due to us recording these xenoforms that the machine spirit has blessed us with access to these cogitators' records. It's unsure why he would lock this under a synthetic proximity encryption. Okay, let's move up with the servitors here. I think we can maybe smack these with the servo arm. You've not revealed the statistics for this target. As a result, the amount of damage dealt is unknown. Servo skulls, specialized weapons, and other skills reveal the life of an enemy. Okay. So we're definitely going here. We're getting rid of this guy. The Necron you just attacked has been teleported away to somewhere far beyond our reach. In practical terms, this means you have killed the target. Okay. Okay, so he killed that. Not bad. And that died as well. Okay, so I don't know if these will keep spawning them. Okay. What exactly did you die to now? Is that a trap or what was that? Servitor 1 has died. Do not worry. Troops are cannon fodder designed to protect your tech priests from enemy attacks. Without tech priests, your mission will fail. Yes, okay. I understood the fact that I could use TP to move further. Two damage is not that great though. Please die. We lost a servitor and we got hit. All Xeno life forms purged. That's unfortunate. But let's press on. This symbol represents a location of significant importance to your mission. Entering these rooms brings you closer to the end of a mission. Negative signs of hostile forces, seeking permission to proceed with data collection protocols. Confirmed. Permission authorized. Acknowledged, Magos. Protocol begins. What is primary focus, sire? Knowledge of Necron forces. Number, defenses, locations, any form of data on how many remain on this rock. Secondary. Source, the purpose of this tomb, why it was built. Interface devices all but eroded. There is one device that may hold answers, but Necron data looms are incomprehensible to Imperium Archaeotech. This might take a while. Magos, if I may take posts of this priest, I could be of assistance. Approved. New spheric interface complete. Hard to decipher purpose. List of suggestions. Magos. Deconstruct device. Activate switch mechanisms. Learn Necron language and return later. What will it be, sire? Always so meticulous with your lists, tech acquisitor. Engage on Xeno mechanisms. Although I detest to do so, the promises of the rewards are too great to ignore. Having to lower ourselves to the Xeno learnings may be the only way to reach the archaeotech we seek. Protocol updated. New spheric interference. Disconnect at once. Purged. Reset. New spheric disconnect complete. Possible scrap code. Will fragment now. Fragmenting. Sire, we have unfavorable issues to deal with. Requesting Dominius input. Fragmenting. Explain. As tech acquisitor Scaviola left, suddenly my cogitators glitched. Augmentations entered sporadic reaction protocols and have fried vital sign regitories. Unclear of full damage report. Necron device is now activated, sire. Fragmenting. Fragmenting. Fragmenting and frag. Remove yourself from the new sphere, Scaviola. Redditus reports. The tomb is waking, sire. Reports from Skitari cohort across the planet note that tremors vex their locals. We've lost contact with the Skitari that were covering the entrance to this tomb. We can hear noises of approaching forces. Improve protection protocols, load weapons, and ready for what is to come. We must face the Xenos.
I wake with the turning of aeons. Stars yet to burn, life yet to blossom. Is it truly time?
It might be. Thrones of Mars. What was that? An omni-linguistic transmission, Megos. It seems that these mute constructs are not the only inhabitants of this structure.
What is this? Flesh and steel combined. A mockery of both. Their every footstep a blasphemy. What manner of galaxy is this into which I have awoken?
Yeah, that's a good question, man. Principal Xeno Warform sighted. Exotic energy signatures past sensor range. Designate Xenos Abominatus. High value target confirmed. The hunt is on. What are your order, Magos? The cohort reaches a large chamber beneath the first layer of Xeno ruins. Bridges stretch from balancing platforms, barely holding themselves together, while rubble falls from the high walkways like breadcrumbs, escaping into the abyss below. Either we capture capture the Xeno and return it to the Metallican intact so it can be vivisected and studied. We can stand ground and annihilate the Xeno filth with Righteous Fury. Or we can fall back and get the tech priests out of there. We know very little about this threat. I think we should probably fall back. Yeah. I concur, Megos, but I fear this foe will not give us leave to depart.
Insects. This galaxy is infested with vermin.
Yep, I see. I guess we fight. Tech priests must escape. This is the final battle of the tutorial. Apply what you've learned so far and strive to obtain victory. The 41st millennium is a brutal place. You may lose this battle, but not the war. In Mechanicus, there are many alternate paths to discover. Okay. So it seems like either direction that we take, there are 3 of these on the sides. This guy's in the middle, there's 1 Necron warrior on each side. Honestly, I think we probably try to flank here, yeah. And then we try and use these as a distraction. That's gonna be a big maybe, honestly. I don't know what this guy is doing, honestly. I think we delay a turn. You've just delayed this unit's turn. Delaying a turn will move the unit to the end of the initiative queue. You cannot delay a unit's turn more than once. Yeah. So we delay there as well. Unfortunately, you can't really collect that, but you can stand over here.
I sailed the void for 1,000 years. I fought the war in heaven. What can you do to strike fear in one such as I?
That's a good question. I don't know, man. It seems to get stuck a little bit on these things sometimes. Okay, so he's coming down very, very far. I don't know if revealing statistics is gonna be a very fruitful endeavor. But let's do that. Okay, 40 and 5. I don't think there's any way that we do that, right? let's use that and move further. We can end that turn. We can collect that. Let's move here. Probably don't want these to get killed immediately. Probably stay here. Let's delay turn. Can move up here.
How dare these wretched things stand before the Void Admiral of Cesaragon?
That's a good question. That, my guy, is a good question. And we're getting stuck in the dialogue again. This is a little bit frustrating. Okay, so he changes and does a cleave. A huge cleave. I mean, we're definitely legging it here. I think you'll pick it up once you go past, yeah. We can kill this, that would be great. Let's get that, probably. We want to bait this guy here, if possible.
When my fleet sails once more, vermin like you shall be strung from my prow.
Yes, yes. I see. You are very, very edgy. Maybe if I click a couple of times, it's gonna go away. Oh, that's good to know. Okay, so I think we'll go here. And we can collect from there, maybe. And we'll go here. I think we'll end the turn here. We'll end the turn here as well. I think we can probably escape next turn. I don't think they can kill us in this turn, actually.
Think to challenge us. We who killed our gods.
I don't know if that consumes all of the blue movement. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. We can probably escape here, yeah? So we'll go up here. You can also probably escape. Huh, okay, we successfully escaped. That was kind of spicy. That warlord thing actually hurt a lot. That cleave is spicy. Report, Kefra. Well, we got the squad out alive, Magos. That has to count for a victory under these circumstances. We encountered a Necron warform capability well beyond our expectations. Yes, I do not need to hold my emotional engrams. However, one battle won is not a success. We will eventually face losses on this mission. When this happens, we must press on beyond our failure to reach success. And there's something else. The reanimation. The Necrons are waking up. It started when Reshak stumbled upon the tomb, but our arrival is accelerating the process. The obelisk may have been a form of intruder alarm, and now the sarcophagi in the tomb are starting to open. Then we no longer enjoy the luxury of time. Whatever we do on Silva Tenebris, it must be done before the Necron awaken completely. We do not even know yet how far the tomb complex extends. We are under the gun, then. Omnissiah, preserve us if our duty is ever easy. I return sorrow and despair from my emotional cores, but I see they lack the logic to determine decision-making. Instead, I choose to quarantine them and adjust our approach. The word of the Omnissiah teaches us that when one method fails, another must be sought until all are exhausted. Then, what are your orders, Magos? The Skitari will explore the tomb chamber by chamber, and maintain a foothold. My tech priests will be deployed to achieve crucial objectives and respond to crises. Time may be a factor, but our mission can only be achieved with thoroughness of a full deployment. I shall mobilize the Skitari immediately, Magos. Opportunity detected. Leader forms of Necron rarely or never observed. Potential of intelligence on Necrons added to sum total of human knowledge. Imperative. Focus on acquiring artifacts, intelligence, data from. Hold your blasphemous tongue, Scaviola. You counseled the abandonment of our very souls. Life of Archmagos Boracis. Appendix 9. Our only objective should be death to the alien and all his works. All else is deviance from the Omnissiah Creed. If intelligence gain equals true, then go to victory. Aphorism retrieval. To face an enemy unknown is to fight in the dark. Better in ignorance than in heresy. I return frustration at your conflict and choose to experience it. There will be bloodshed enough on Silva Tenebris without the Magi coming to blows. In our purpose we are united. This is the will of the Omnissiah. And it shall be done. Yes, it shall be done. Magos, the readings from the tomb are troubling. The Skitari have been monitoring the structure we've uncovered. What they have found gives me grave concern. Explain, xenobiologists. The Necron construct forms are waking up. It seems Magos Rishak accidentally began the process, and our intrusion into the structure hastened it. These Necron reanimation protocols are continuing in the tomb we entered, and from the energy spikes across the region, there are other structures yet to be uncovered. My plan for the exploration of Silva Tenebris will locate these structures and contain the constructs within. That may not be enough, Magos. I have detected a repeating pattern in the reanimation protocols, and the rate the Necrons are awakening, they are speeding up. Can you be certain? The Necrons are machines. Machines act according to patterns and programs. If the reanimation protocols continue to accelerate, they will fully awaken every Necron on the planet in 264 hours, given the extent of the buried structures that will constitute a Necron army, beyond this mission's ability to contain. I see. Then our time here is limited. Strategic calculations indicate time spent deployed on missions will affect the overall number of missions we'll be able to deploy. I will send Skitari scouting parties to discover other tombs and create forward positions for your high-priority mission, sire. If the threat on Silva Tenebris is not assessed and eliminated before full reanimation is reached, we'll be forced to abandon the planet. Look at the top left corner of the screen. This is the Necron Awakening meter. This shows you how many Necron tombs have awoken on Silva Tenebris. Try and gather as much information and tech before reaching 100%. I fear they are right. I feel fear too. That is part of my humanity I've chosen to retain, but I can quarantine it in my neural vaults and choose instead to focus on what must be done. We must choose our missions wisely. It will not be easy. The Omnissiah did not send us here to do anything easy. The threat to humanity present on this world will be eliminated, or we shall not leave. Thus, the equation is balanced. It is the will of the machine god. Ekropis sector located. This tomb is bathed in a sickly green light that serves not to illuminate, but only to make the shadows deeper. Every surface seems connected via filaments of alien light. The design here speaks of xenotech heresy, forbidden knowledge, and structure as alive and aware as anything inhabiting it. Early exploratory readings indicate that the walls are made of substances not known to the rituals of metallurgy. Abstract designs carved into this substance suggest unknown regions of space mapped according to some alien understanding. The weight of such blasphemy slows the steps of the first troops to enter here. Heresies of knowledge are deadly enough, but it seems unlikely that they are the only dangers here. Welcome to the Castius Metallicon, an Arch Mechanicus class battleship. This class of ship is one of the largest in the Imperium and is only afforded by the Adeptus Mechanicus. From here you'll be able to customize your tech priests and prepare for the missions ahead. You can select the missions from the character portraits on the left of the screen. Before we go on a mission, we should inspect and equip our tech priests. Head over to the cohort tab. Oh, okay. Interesting. So I can choose whichever I want here. This is a list of technologies collected so far. You can find tech such as weapons or items on missions as a reward for completing missions. This is a collection of weapon blueprints you have found so far. These blueprints are known as standard template construct fragments or simply STC fragments. I guess I can just craft these all the time. And then we can go into the cohort quarters. Here you can see all the available tech priests and troop units currently unlocked. Troop units are shown at the top of the screen. Here you can see what skills each troop has available and what statistics for each unit. Tech priests are shown at the bottom 6 slots. Left mouse button, a tech priest to begin customization. Okay, you can change the color scheme. Magos Manarius and Magos Jeremiah. Welcome to the Tech Priest customization screen. There are many ways to customize a Tech Priest. You can change their weapons, body augments, backpack upgrades, and more. You can upgrade your Tech Priests. Head to the Disciplines button near the Tech Priest's portrait now. Okay. This is the discipline screen. From here you can upgrade your tech priests using Blackstone. Each discipline is focused on a different playstyle. Select one of the skills from one of the 6 discipline skill trees now. Okay, so we can go here, for example. In order to upgrade, you must have enough Blackstone. When you rank up, you'll gain augment slots, skills, and body parts. Okay, so we can upgrade this guy. We get some augment capacity, and then we can reveal enemy statistics when in melee range. Okay, so we can upgrade this guy. We get some augment capacity, and then we can reveal enemy statistics when in melee range. Okay, so we can upgrade this guy. We get some augment capacity, and then we can reveal enemy statistics when in melee range. Okay, so we can upgrade this guy. We get some augment capacity, and then we can reveal enemy statistics when in melee range. Explorators take on the quest for knowledge more than any other discipline. They reach far into the depths of unknown space, searching for lost archaeotech, new species, and even new worlds. Wow, that's actually really good. Avoid all opportunity attacks. And 10 or 3 meters more movement. Machine spirit attacks deal 2 damage. Or field generation costs 1 less cognition point to use. Traveler. If no ranged weapons are equipped, you get 1 damage, 3 movement, 1 physical armor, and 1 energy armor, and 15% crit. So this is definitely melee focused. Secutor are masters of man and machine. They wield the often rare trait of charisma, and with their inspiring leadership, they're able to multiply the efficiency of Skitarii tenfold. Troop units gain 1 damage, 4 meter movement, and 15% crit chance. Hello? That actually seems really good. All troops in range attack selected target. That's also pretty good. Choose between 2 canticles. Canticles. I don't know how to pronounce that either, honestly. 2 damage to all troops for their next attack, or energy armor and physical armor for all troops for 1 round. I mean, 2 energy armor, 2 physical armor, it's pretty nice. Cognitive canisters have 1 turn less cooldown. Call in a troop unit instantly anywhere on the map. That's also really good. And then we have Tech Auxilium, an often overlooked discipline. The Tech Auxilium takes on tasks that other tech priests avoid. They are the oil within an engine. They keep the great Mechanicus cog running as smoothly as they can. Your next weapon attack's cognition cost is reduced by 2 cognition points. This is really useful for that energy weapon that we have. We could basically fire it for free every 3 turns. 1 physical armor is not bad. We got another one of those canticles. I have no idea. I need to look up how to pronounce that. Anyway, it's 2 damage to all tech priests for their next attack. That's pretty good. And then it's the 2 energy armor and 2 physical armor to tech priests instead of the troops. Refractor field generators gain 1 less cooldown and 2 field defense. I don't know what that is. Then we can do a overzealous. We can cast a canticle for free, and they can be cast later in the mission as well. Then we have Lex Mechanic. Righteous catalogers, Lex Mechanics, compile, analyze, and run data entry tasks. They are capable of finding valuable data among indecipherable texts, maps, and other obscure forms such as an enemy weakness in battle. And this also sounds pretty freaking nice, dude. So we can generate 1 cognition point at the beginning of the unit's turn if the gauge is empty. I mean, that requires us to have a completely empty gauge, but this is pretty good. And then we can collect all cognition points from 1 source, which is also really good. We saw the other one that had 3 on the previous mission. 1 cognition point gained on killing a target, so that's also good. Scanners have 1 less cooldown. Build the cognition gauge every 5 turns, basically, and then 1 cognition point when hit by an enemy. And we have Engine Seer. Unlike other priests, Engine Seers are found to serve on almost every Imperial planet in the galaxy, seeing to the well-being and maintenance of all things mechanical. You can cleanse the target of any negative effect, and then also negative effects last one less turn. I'm assuming it's on the priest that has this skill. So I'm assuming that the whole squad doesn't get this. Auto repair is good as well. 1 health at the end of the turn. Heals 1 target for 3 health. That's good. Curatio claws have 1 less cooldown and restore 2 more health. Choose between 2 canticles. Canticles. I don't know still. Restore all health on tech priests or all health on all troops. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Then we have Dominius. A Dominius is heavily trained in the art of war, using their skills to monitor and calculate highly complex battle maneuvers in the blink of an eye. 4 range for ranged weapons. +1 damage. Or that's attack protocol, servo skull. Okay. Machine spirit attacks deals 2 damage. Energia enhancers costs 1 less cognition point to use. If no melee weapon is equipped, you gain 1 damage, both physical and energy armor, or ranged for ranged weapons, and 15 crit. So this is the ranged version of the Explorator. And then we have Thanarite. The secretive Thanarites seek to understand and even use dangerous alien technology. Theirs is the discipline that can reap the greatest rewards and the foulest corruption. So this is a health restore at the beginning of the unit's turn. We gain 1 damage after making an attack. The unit loses 1 health. Okay. You gain 5% crit chance per missing health. Then every 3 turns we can restore 3 health. Once per battle, revive the tech priest at the beginning of its turn with 10 health. Man, that's pretty good. You have enough augment capacity to equip this tech priest with a weapon. You can see the capacity amount for items within its tooltip. Okay. Drag a weapon onto the slot using left mouse button. It will take up 1 of your tech priest's augment capacity AC slots. To gain more AC slots, upgrade your tech priests. Yeah, sure. So we can do these. I think if we go here, this is the power axe and the phosphor blast pistol. If we go back in here, these are the things. We can probably make as many of these as we want, right? So this guy doesn't have any weapons or what? So we can either give him this or this. Oh, this goes here. You need more augment slots. So we either need to lean into melee or ranged with this guy. So this reveals their statistic. Then if we go into this guy, we can either do the same, or we can do ranged weapon on this guy. I mean, we have 1 of each. I think it would be reasonable to go for 1 melee and 1 ranged. The question is, for example, this ranged thing, 4 range for all weapons. This has how much range? Can I see how much range it has somewhere? Why I cannot see the range, my guy? That's very weird. Oh. Here are STC fragments for items that can be implemented into your backpack slots. These give support-based skills such as healing and damage-absorbing shields and more. There are 3 versions of each item. Each version increases in power. So I'm assuming this also is like an increase in power or something like that. Here are troops and what level they've achieved so far. So we have a level 1 servitor. This list shows all ship upgrades you've acquired so far. Ship upgrades affect your repair efficiency between missions, the number of tech priests you can access, and so much more. These are your canticles, known as the Canticles of the Omnissiah. These are prayers that can be used in-game. Canticles are unlocked by completing quests that are listed on each locked canticle. Once the quest for a canticle is complete, you'll be able to take the canticle on missions and use its incredible abilities. Okay. So we have a lot of these prayers. Okay, cool. Well, I think Magos Menarius is gonna be our melee guy. And I think Magos Jeremiah is gonna be our ranged guy. So the question is, if we just go into one Dominius, is there anything else that seems very, very strong? This one is obviously very, very strong. This one is also great, actually. Servant Protocol. All troops gain 1 damage. I'm really tempted with this one. So I think this is our ranged guy. I think we go +4 range for ranged weapons. Yeah, okay. So, that's great. Okay, we can now actually just do this. That's great. And then you will go Secutor, because I want this thing. If this is passive for all your things, then we're just going with that. And then you'll get a ranged weapon as well. Okay, I think that's gonna be it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and have a really nice day.